Hi there! Welcome to Apple World. So rapper G just sent the web into confusion when he emerged to affirm that he and Hailey are, to be sure, expecting a child together. Thinking at present. However, that is what it is, brother. I need to have children sooner or later. I'm getting to that age. This news has Hailey's fans shaking, and they are seeking divine intervention, believing that it's all phony since individuals accept that Hailey could show improvement over DDG. However, it seems as though it's still up in the air to stick next to her man. For what reason are the straights saying that he's attempting to child trap her? I know some of you all probably won't approve of this one, yet it seems that Halle Bailey may be pregnant by her lengthy time span sweetheart. Indeed, the web fell into complete, utter mayhem when reports began circumventing that Halle Bailey could be pregnant with rapper DDG's child. What's more, her fans are angry over this since this is the last thing anyone needs from Hailey. Presently, when I say that individuals don't believe Hailey should get pregnant, there's a valid reason why. Furthermore, it doesn't have anything to do with her age or the fact that she is at the pinnacle of her profession at this moment. In any case, it closely relates to the way that DDG would be her child's daddy. Also, this is the kind of thing that Hailey's fans don't need for her. On the off chance that you've been following this relationship all along, you can likely sort out why individuals believe that it's an extremely impractical notion for Hailey to get pregnant with DDG at the present time. For one's purposes, individuals accept that DDG relaxes and detests Hailey on the grounds that he is by all accounts focused on humiliating her and making her take a gander at each opportunity he gets. All in all, we likely all recall the time he haphazardly chose to mess about and make individuals believe that Hailey undermined him. He chose to haphazardly unfollow her on Instagram and afterward tweeted this multitude of young ladies a similar "there's absolutely no chance." This quickly got individuals discussing how Hailey most likely undermined him, yet DDG didn't promptly close down the bits of gossip or even express anything for quite a long time when individuals were hauling Hailey. He at last emerged to blame fans for rushing to make judgment calls, saying, "The web is so artless. No one undermined no one. Coincidentally, don't go over the top with my tweets. You all make too much of life. At any rate, we as a whole are going to kick the bucket sooner or later. How about we attempt to have a great time while we are here?" Obviously, he got hauled, and fans blamed him for attempting to paint Hailey as terrible for no great reason. Furthermore, that is when individuals began to give him the side-eye and contemplate whether he was truly great for Hailey, as we naturally suspected. Yet, until further notice, this was what was going on, obviously. Yet it's no place as terrible as the show that he caused when he was uncovered for messaging his ex, Ruby Rose, despite Hailey's good faith. What's more, tune in, Ruby has most certainly created some mischief. The show began when Hailey posted this video of herself at DJ's den. Ruby asserted that Hailey was wearing her shirts, saying, "Having her be where my garments are is insane." Also, to make sure we had zero questions, she was alluding to Hailey. She circled back to say, "I like Hailey as a misfit, however, without a doubt." She then, at that point, uncovered that they had run into one another at Young Miami's party, and DG attempted to get at her platitude. "Hello, distraught. I wouldn't return home with him after Karesha's party." DJ then answered, saying, "Super, I'm not squeezed over. You don't trust anything? She says she's been stuck on me for quite a long time. She hurt." Presently, we realize that Ruby isn't the sort of individual to withdraw from a battle. So she uncovered DG for messaging her despite Hailey's good faith. In the text, he requested that she connect up, and she answered, "You hitting me? The day you all contend with is so charming." To which he said, "You're right. Let me go recuperate." To begin with, Individuals began discussing how humiliating this wreck was for Halle, and DG answered, "Halle is fine. She understands what's genuine. We've been hashed over this present circumstance all days prior. Ruby is simply clout pursuing." However, Ruby was not done uncovering DG, and she said, "You call me each time you see me with a renewed person talking poop about them. I'm single since I don't play that BS, and you know that that is the reason you went to the quiet young lady who will tolerate it." So she essentially called Halle a mat. Also, once more, DG got hauled for placing Halle in this untidy circumstance. Furthermore, this was where individuals began requesting that Halle re-examine the relationship and dump DG since she didn't merit the public humiliation that he was putting her through. However, Halle reported that she had zero desire to leave her man, and she was staying next to him when she tweeted, "Satan is working. Kindly don't take care of the untruths, particularly from an outsider. Remain favored, everybody." Indeed, while that show subsided sooner or later, it wasn't long before DG returned to humiliating her once more. Furthermore, this time he attempted to wreck her defining moment as the Little Mermaid. Halle's job as the Little Mermaid has been the greatest mark of her vocation up to this point, and as her man, DG ought to have been really supportive of her and attempting to do all that he could to elevate her. Right, well, that was not really the case. Obviously, on the actual day of the Little Mermaid debut, DG tweeted, "Would it be advisable for me to watch the sketch of The Little Mermaid before I watch the true-to-life adaptation? Or simply, watch the upgraded one? I've never seen it." He likewise said, "I grew up watching Child Kid, Don't Be a Hazard, or genuine films." Presently, he was most likely attempting to avoid panicking and be amusing or something, yet individuals didn't take it that way, and they hauled him for attempting to begin the show on Halle's important day. It deteriorated when he got uncovered for loathing Halle's co-star, Jonah Hauerlord, and individuals were discussing the way in which Halle and Jonah were doing great together, and DG signed into his burner record to tweet, "They truly think this man has the determination to take DGA's young lady. He's not him." We additionally realize that this is his burner account since individuals recovered an old tweet where he requested that individuals follow the burner account. Senseless. In any case, once more, individuals could have done without this for Halle, and they began discussing how DG appears to continuously humiliate her at each open door that he gets. Yet that the circumstances deteriorated when DG dropped a melody last month, where he essentially conceded that he was envious of Halle and all her outcomes in the business. The tune is called Popular, and the primary section gets going areas of strength for pretty. He said he was shooting a film, and presently you're kissing fellows. I don't give a F in the event that that stuff is for promotion. I would rather not see this ish anymore. For what reason are you all clasping hands in the photograph? You know I'm shaky. That is a no. I need to leave you, yet I'm excessively attached. The person that DG was alluding to is Halle's co-star, Jonah Hauerlord. Furthermore, it was a reference to this image of Halle and Jonah clasping hands. Presently, fans have been asking Halle to dump DG for Jonah in view of how gravely DG is humiliating her. Furthermore, she and Jonah looked adorable together, so it most certainly added to the show. However, it deteriorates in light of the fact that in the second stanza of the melody, he said, "I've been uncertain to the point that I've been thinking, you truly laying down with men, you in films with?" I may very well tweet something just to demolish it. I've got a stage in mishandling. Several things about your work I need to know. When you shoot your film, do these men turn you on when you leave the set? Do you all still text each other? Telephone? Stunning. At the end of the day, It just so happens that individuals were certainly correct about him feeling a certain way about Hailey's circumstance, since he conceded that in his melody. Much more terrible, he even conceded that he did everything deliberately to attempt to undermine her since he was so envious of her prosperity, particularly since it implied that she would be around different men. However, once more, Hailey gave no indications that she needed to leave, and she retweeted this post by Doja Feline, which said, "Nothing has much of any significance. Somebody is continuously going to think adversely about us, and that is the reason the manner in which we dress, the manner in which we sin, or the manner in which we paint, dance, and express. Doesn't mean the same throughout the entire time as it causes you to feel astonishing. Conclusions are certain. Take advantage of the time you have here." So, as may be obvious, fans have a smart motivation to feel that it's an extremely poorly conceived notion for Hailey to have jokes with DG, since that would imply that she would be attached to him until the end of time. The bits of gossip about her being pregnant began to circumvent 2 or 3 days prior when this video became famous online of her behind the scenes of DGA's live meeting, and individuals thought she appeared to be unique. "You to be my companion. Recollect, you attempted to trust individuals were discussing the way in which she most certainly looked pregnant, and the bits of hearsay got more grounded when she was spotted at Beyoncé's Renaissance show and fans were persuaded that she wore a loose shirt to conceal a knot. It's a video. There's nothing charming." Goodness, Mesh obliged. This sent the reports into overdrive since fans were going to lose their brains. However, at that point, things deteriorated. At the point when Kali went live on Instagram and said this, "I realized I needed to keep my sister's name out of your mouth. Many thanks to you." Individuals brought up that Chloe rushed to close down counterfeit bits of gossip, and the way that she didn't deny this one has fans persuaded that it really could be valid. Then there's this video that DG himself posted on TikTok thinking at present. However, that is exactly what it is, brother. I need to have children eventually. I'm getting to that age. You better not have your child with her. You better not. You have had your child with her. That is what they are talking about in their remarks at this moment. Not my man. Unwind. Quiet down. We barbecued you all. The web is in unadulterated disorder and ruin. What's more, they left remarks saying, assuming Halle Bailey is truly pregnant by that stroke, "I figure my life will be finished."